Now that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is out, we of course are getting feedback from the general audiences after the critics said what they had to say. And to many people's surprise, the CinemaScore for Doctor Strange 2 is one of the lowest in the MCU. Most of you know how Rotten Tomatoes works. That's based on critics. Critics put their review through the system. The system then accounts for the Rotten Tomatoes percent, and then you get that score. Of course, a lot of MCU films have had pretty high scores, but more recently there's been all sorts of ups and downs, specifically the Eternals being the lowest of them all. Now, when it comes to CinemaScore, this is on the other side of it. It's not critics, it's just audiences that are exiting their showing that CinemaScore gets their response from. So CinemaScore did officially reveal that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has a B+, which makes it just barely beat out Eternals and the first Thor, which both have a B. So again, this isn't anything, I don't think, too shocking even when it comes to the critics, because we saw that they were not really in favor of this film, many pointing out that this feels unlike an MCU film and like a Sam Raimi film, which I don't get, because for a decade now people have been screaming for directors to have more of their vision in there. Like, that's literally why people hate Ant-Man, is because it's not Edgar Wright's vision. But then if it would have been, it wouldn't be anything like an MC. I don't know anymore. Either way, though, audiences with a B+, clearly that's on the lower end of the MCU. Most of their films end up getting an A. So this is one of those things where you're just kind of looking at this going, I wonder why and what the general response to this film is going to be down the road. And is it from, this point on out something that's going to completely just start to drop off, like the audiences aren't clicking with it after the opening weekend? Which could realistically happen. I mean, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. But to me, a B+ on this one seems really low. Like, this is shocking to me. Like, just slightly above Eternals to the general audience. That's really, really something I didn't expect. But again, it depends on, I guess, where you're pulling these people and who they are and what they like. So it's one of those things that I guess we'll see if it impacts anything. But typically, for Marvel Studios film, there doesn't seem to be much that impacts them, but we'll find out. How do you guys feel about this score, and where do you sit with it now that kind of a little bit of time has gone by?